Hi, I just unlocked my stables 35 a couple of days ago, so now I can train tier 11 cavalry troops. I want to have quite some decent bunch of these troops very fast without spending too much. So just like I did with my bowmen, I've decided to um, upgrade some of my existing tier 10 troops. I've done it 43,000. I'm going to convert about 100,000 of those to tier 11 cavalry, the beast riders. So in preparation, I've equipped all the necessary equipment that I have to increase the training queue size. That can help in not having to spend so much time in this video, and also limit the training cost. I have the Ring of Dispel enhanced to level 5. I've bought this temporary training scepter to decrease the time, and I had a accolade that I still had that I have used, temporary one to I think got it from one of the events that gives just a 5%, but everything helps. For my heroes, I'm actually still getting a bit used to the new way of overviewing, new way they are displayed. So I have my Morgaus for the troop training speed 60%, and I have Lady Isobel for the additional training capacity. Just have it at 30, can increase it further, but so far haven't done that. Finally, I'm going to activate this population search, which gives me an extra 25% for training discount in the resources. So I believe I have everything. Maybe I forgot something. I hope not. And I can start. I can do it in batches of. I will not. I will just take it as it is and just go for it. Let's do. Or maybe I should first finish the 60-minute training speed ups that I have. Oh, sorry, I just trained the first time. Oh, that is a waste. Well, okay, it's not a complete waste. Should pay more attention. I was already thinking that is so much. Okay, almost the same mistake again. So it's quite boring. I have to do this 50 times. But yeah, the good thing is that it limits the amount of speed ups and resources that I require to get a good initial amount that I can use for my both my player versus player and player versus engine marches. So that's the important thing. I wish I could have a lot bigger queue size so that this wouldn't be so time consuming. But yeah, I'm quite excited about this. The additional troops is really very useful. The additional tier 11 troops. Just going to yeah, make me quite a bit stronger. And then I only have the infantry to do the siege. I'm of course not doing. And then it's on to the quick road to tier 12 troops. No, that's going to take a very long time. But I'm going to work on it anyway. But as you can see from what if I have so many speed ups, and what I require for this is actually very minimal. So that's nice. I can keep using those speed ups for other things. I'm sure I find other ways to use them. You get quite some of those speed ups from all different kind of parts of the gameplay, and I've been training tier 10 troops for a while, not because I needed more necessarily, but because I knew I was going to upgrade quite a large amount tier 10 to tier 11. Only 27,000 so far, so still quite a long way to go. It's really, to some extent, it is quite easy to get some boosts these days in the game. You can just spend relatively small amounts and get boosts in all kind of different ways, whether it's the prestige statues, the gemstones, the Avalon artifacts, the dragon emblems. But what is still taking quite a lot of money or time is to unlock these tier 11 and tier 12 troops, which is quite nice for me, as I feel that is still something that I, of course, big spenders, then there is no competing with them, but from quite a lot of small to medium spenders, I can still make a difference by having these tier 11 troops. And I have to keep paying attention. Did it wrong once, don't want to do it again. So that makes it quite quite nice to have this. By now I'm sure many people have it, but not all. I didn't realize I had so many speed ups. Also didn't realize I only needed so little to upgrade. But I'm happy about that. About both. I might be doing it wrong a couple more times. It's quite nice after having worked so long for this to now just to be able to build up the army quite fast and with quite limited speed up cost and resource cost. The upgrade itself doesn't require a lot of resources, and the 35% or thereabout, 35.5% discount is of course even making it even nicer. So after finishing this training, remainder of the video, I will modify my both my March presets for player versus player and player versus engine. For player versus player, it is relatively simple, not going to do anything too strange. It seems I have some connection problems a bit. It's making things even slower. $60,000, it's coming along. This is quite a big, as I said, it's quite a big improvement of my marches. And basically, not basically, I'm replacing for my player versus players preset. I was using a mix for cavalry, a mix of tier 10 and tier 8. Why tier 8? Because tier 9 cavalry had the same troop subtype as tier 10. So I was consciously taking a bit weaker cavalry just so to be able to have less vulnerabilities and be better equipped to exploit any possible vulnerabilities at my opposition. But yeah, now I can go from tier 8 to tier 11, which is quite a big step in basic stats. So that's quite nice. Let's see, I used up a lot of my food, or quite some amount of my food I used up by accident training a badge instead of upgrading. So it could be that I have to open a little bit more food, but that's no problem. Still have plenty of resources. What do I need for a batch? I still do probably 10 more batches, 100, so 1.3 million. So I'm just going to open 1.2 million, I think. Connection is quite bad at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, we're almost we're getting close to finishing now. Let's hope we are not interrupted anymore. Just switching my Wi-Fi network, maybe that helps. And just starting up again. Hopefully that helps. Okay, so far seems a bit okay again. Okay, that's that. Just out of curiosity, looking at how I'm doing in the gold event, there are a couple of people who train more than I do. Actually, this is not that much, this training, because of the, I assume it doesn't, I don't even know with upgrading how many points you get for it. I assume I don't get the full points, 100,000 times 120. No, see, there is just some probably some difference between those two, what you get for points. Okay, let's change. Just I'm keep having problems. I thought it would be better now that I changed my Wi-Fi network. This is a bit getting a bit boring. Getting to be a bit boring. Going to try it again. Set everything to war. Let's change my heroes as well. Just for completeness sake, I'm going to set all my heroes to their combat default, which is not necessary at all actually, but while I'm at it, let's just go for full combat. Would be nice if there is one button that says, okay, now switch my heroes, my gear, my talent points all to combat, but yeah, that is unfortunately not available. Okay, what I want to do is also increase the march size with this talent, and finally want to use an item to give a 2-hour boost. So this is my current configuration. Currently have my inventory and cavalry set the same, I believe both to 30%, and my bowman to 40% probably. Does that seem right? Yeah, something like that. So what I'm going to do is what I had for tier 10 cavalry is going to be tier 11 cavalry, and what I had for tier 8 cavalry becomes tier 10 cavalry, and that should be quite an quite a nice increase in let's say the power of my player versus player march preset. Now let's see what to do here. I'm thinking I have to play around with this a bit next time. I maybe do Kingdom Threat, but maybe for now maybe I should take a bit less, maybe even 20,000 from here. How do I do that for the previous? Oh, that is higher. Can also Cavalry should be a bit lower, I would say. Maybe for now I make this also 20,000, and then the okay, I just keep it like this for now, but I'm going to play around with it the next time during Kingdom Threat to see how I can do more damage. Definitely now that I have tier 11 bowmen and cavalry, I should play around a bit more. Okay, while I'm making this video, something unrelated that I want to do, and I don't want to wait until my regular video next Sunday, is to do a 10 master summoning and see what I get there. Quite some Tristan, Elaine of Garlo, Sir Bedivere, Sir Bodwin, so that's quite some nice ones, but I don't think it's anything right away that I can upgrade. I really find this this whole view is less interesting, I think. It is definitely less interesting, more difficult to see through. Okay, so that's nice. My Elaine of Garlo can now give me a nice troop defense and max that. Not more bit Tristan, but yeah, I'm still a long way away from that. So for the rest, nothing very interesting, I would say. Okay, I don't believe there was anything interesting there. And this one I already checked. Okay, well, that's quite nice, but not that great. Okay, that was it for the troop training and changing my March presets. I hope this has been interesting. It definitely feels like a big step in my header development of my account. Now it's on going next to the infantry to get that to tier 11, which will also have a huge benefit. Hey, thanks for watching this video, and if you have any questions or any suggestions, it's always welcome. Please leave a comment. Bye.